This is an energy healing reading for the nation of Brazil from the 26th of March 2020 to the 25th of April 2020 in relation to the coronavirus virus. Looking at the energies that have influenced Brazil as a whole, as a nation over the last 20 years that led to its current trajectory with the virus. Heart chakra. Number 4, stability. Over the past 20 years, Brazil as a nation has been influenced by its heart chakra. The frequency of the heart chakra, the green flower of life, supports its capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. Its healing properties harmonize the mind and the body. The heart chakra and the flower of life is relevant as the universe as a whole brings harmony to all the separate components working together. This pattern indicates understanding of connections between humans and spiritual beings as a whole. The green energy is associated with the heart chakra and our capacity to love and feel compassion. This applies to our ability to love one another as well as the ability to love ourselves. Green is the colour of nature and earth. It's a healing colour and balances and harmonises the connection between the mind and body. Its sense is touch. Current present energies affecting Brazil as a nation in relation to the coronavirus virus. Delight. The frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we invoke in others. This is governed by the number 19, breaking down to a 10 and a 1, independence and leadership. Light means from the light. It refers to electromagnetic radiation that we can measure in wavelengths, and visible light as a range of wavelengths and colours that we can perceive with the human eye. We are asked to consider the multidimensional attributes of light. Light as a constant attribute is non-linear. Its energy can be created through consciousness, and consciousness can create it in return. Light influences our awareness, perceptions, and therefore our realities. It brings pleasure, joy, and happiness and bliss. These are the highest frequencies of all emotions, being joyful, blissful, happy, and our frequencies go up. The more light we generate, the more we can shine in return. The yellows, oranges, and pinks in the image refer to the sun as a symbol of our source of light. The beauty of the flower stimulates our feeling of joy, and colours like the sun, bright, warm, and stimulating and nurturing all at the same time. The flower blooms when receiving light, or perhaps it's shining light that we are receiving. The flower of light visible within the image represents the grid on which the 3D reality is based. Moving forward, over the next month, the energies that are affecting the Brazilian nation as a couple and as a whole. Romantic love and coherence. Romantic love breaking down to a 12 and a 3 governs creativity, movement, travel. The frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel the whole and complete through the experience and reflection of a conscious lover. Coherence, 13 breaking down to 4, brings stability. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire as a whole. Coherence describes a state of harmony, union, and connection. It's a new energy in the human being. It has to do with the mind and heart being integrated harmoniously and flowing together. This creates functioning as an individual, a community, or group at a higher level, and this new energy asks you to find balance between your thinking and feeling, so you can no longer rely on analytical mind and just have your feelings guide the way. These two have to come together in a harmonious, coherent state of being. Then we can navigate the new energies to become a multidimensional human being and control your reality. To be powerful manifestors in this new vision of reality, it is imperative to set clear intentions in your mind and have a clear state of emotional being with the heart at the center and being aligned. When heart and mind come together in perfect unison, an intention saturates every layer of your being and cell of body, and every thought in your mind, you become unstoppable creators of your own reality. This activates the flower of life on the grid of the universe, and that's when manifestation comes into play. The number 6 is associated with love, balance, and harmony. It's mysterious, and it's hard to describe and define. It's an emotion, it's an energy, it binds everything together. As vibrational beings, we hold the frequency that aligns with the frequency of our thoughts and emotions. From that vibrational point of attention, we attract everything else into our reality. Love is one of the highest frequencies. When we are in a state of love, we easily attract circumstances and people into our reality that align with that frequency. This journey of becoming whole and complete can be taken alone or with another. The flower essences that are relevant for Brazil as a nation coming into the 26th of April 2020. Jade vine, communication. It's imperative that Brazilian citizens over the next month communicate in a clear and coherent fashion. The vibrational frequency and healing properties of jade vine are relevant for Brazilian nationals over the coming month, as it is assimilation of new lessons, regeneration through relaxation, a change in lifestyle or travel patterns, new friends and pathways to beneficial groups and communities, or even a new lifestyle altogether. Insights that will help with the resolution of a situation, a chance to employ skills that have not been used for a while to their full effect, an empowerment through clear communication and productive discussions, healing in connection with the work of physical healers. The challenges that face Brazilian citizens over the coming month in relation to jade vine healing: overcoming the spiritual and emotional needs of others, misinterpretation of messages, care must be taken with your reactions at present, disruption of plans and travel arrangements and electronic equipment due to the self-isolation and travel restrictions, backup files, seeking a second opinion for plans and protecting yourself and double checking facts and details. The karmic lessons that influence Brazilian nationals from the past related to the coronavirus. Access clear thinking is governed by the sacral chakra and communication with the throat chakra, while focusing on the navel chakra. Accessing wisdom and inner guidance. Number 1. It's time to develop objective thinking about your situation, find the best solution forward. To think deeply about something, you have to develop powers of concentration, allow yourself time to connect to all the pieces of the puzzle together. Profound thinking requires you to ask simple questions such as, how much time and energy do I have during the day? Am I using my time in the most constructive way possible? What is the most important thing to focus on today? You're being presented with important decisions. This card asks you not to jump to conclusions based on your emotions. Instead, look at the time and all the options and points of view available. Through this type of thinking, you will activate your highest intuitive faculties and you will discover a new way to do things, a way not yet thought of. You're being called to divide your thinking between everyday affairs and the higher spiritual truths, which will require you to expand your thinking into multi-dimensional thinking. Make a list of what's important for you to think deeply about. Take time to meditate and organize your day, week, and month in a more optimal fashion. If you need to make a more important decision, try to look at it from several points of view. The more you can look at a situation from a higher point of view as opposed to emotional reaction, the more capacity you'll have to discover the most efficient, effective outcome. The current present energies that have and karmic patterns that are relevant to Brazilian nationals in relation to the coronavirus. Brazilian citizens at this time are asked to embrace meditation and go within. This will help end the karmic cycle that they as a nation are in together. Using meditation to access spiritual realms is one of the most powerful ways to connect to high worlds, and the most potent meditations those that have been shared with us by wise leaders of humanity. Meditation can help you connect with nature and your inner self and heal yourself. In order to strengthen your ability to meditate, you have to learn how to relax your mind and concentrate. This will improve your capacity to think, make decisions, and access your intuition. Modern life is so busy and chaotic, it's easy to become a human doing machine instead of taking time to fully understand, live, learn, and consciously participate in life. Being asked to slow down, find meditation you can work with. This will be a self-guided process which will allow you to create powerful transformation images, thoughts, and feelings. If fostered with patience and perseverance, these thoughts, images, and feelings will enhance your intelligence, inner strength, and nobility. Focus on your divine power in your heart. Find spirit and go into a place of giving and peace. Seek to connect to your higher soul. Moving forward, what are the karmic energies that are facing Brazilian citizens as a whole up until the 26th of April in relation to the coronavirus? Explore your ancestry. At this time, it's important to explore your ancestry. This is governed by 13, which breaks down to a 4, which brings stability. Brazilian citizens are asked to work on their ancestral patterns and timelines and clearing and healing ancestral patterns from the past hundreds of years in their family history. Their personality is essentially a mixture of their karmic tendencies, characteristics that they have inherited from their family. While some of these inherited characteristics are extremely helpful and allow you to expand on your talents and abilities you have brought into this life, others or more suppressed aspects could be holding you back from becoming all you're destined to be. This card asks you to examine the shadowy, unrefined aspects of your parents' behaviours that have crept into your life and are limiting your growth and maturity. Some of these behaviours could indicate being pushy, harsh, manipulative, domineering, wanting things, controlling, opinionated, having your own way, sweating the small stuff and self-sabotage, playing victim, using guilt as a way to punish, selfishness, and so on. The animal totem that resonates with the nation of Brazil and its people from the 26th of March to the 26th of April 2020 in relation to the coronavirus virus is cougar. Cougar is an assertive animal. It's in silence you find power, he says. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and you know what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. The following characteristics resonate with cougar: observation, artistry, action, agility, self-assurance, confidence, camouflage, courage, completion of goals, cunningness, silence, and action. Cougar is a formidable protector who teaches you to observe from the shadows and see the truth in silence. By trusting your intuition and knowing and hunches, you'll be enhanced by your cougar totem animal. You will sense threats and avoid them. You are capable of seeing and securing sanctuary and abundance. People governed by cougar are often leaders who are keen with decisive minds. You know how to inspire others and complete tasks and set new goals. You may be insular and not close to others, but you are a great encourager and a loving friend to your inner circle. Cougar presents today as your new life, you're coming into power. It's also time to take a leap of faith and go for your desires. There are opportunities at hand during this crisis. With Cougar by your side, you'll know better how to set boundaries and protect your precious energy and time so you can pay attention to what really matters: your health, well-being, and safety. With powerful Puma, you'll have grace, purpose, and passion. The flip side of Cougar is, are you leaving things unfinished? Have you been losing your temper and lashing out in anger? You need time to self-isolate and go within. Are you spending enough time in nature to regenerate your strength? Refocus your efforts, your time and energies, and try again. This is a sound and animal medicine healing for the nation of Brazil and its people from the 26th of March onwards 2020 in relation to shifting all the dark, dirty disease and outdated energies related to the coronavirus virus. This concludes the sound and animal medicine healing for the nation of Brazil and its citizens up until the 22nd of April 2020. Listen to this soundtrack as many times as you please to help shift all the old, dark, dirty disease energies and clear the virus from your systems physically, mentally, astrally, and emotionally.